Hello and welcome to a not so awesome review, and we are back with the 13 Nights of Halloween, and today we are looking at Batman Monsters, part of the Legend of the Dark Knight series. This book actually has three stories in it, the first one being Werewolf, the second one Infected, and the last one Clayface. And yeah, all three are kind of told like a different kind of genre, I would say. The first one, Werewolf, which involves Alfred's friend who had moved from London to Gotham, thanks to Bruce offering him a job at his Wayne Enterprises at his business. He's murdered, but he's murdered in a certain way where it resembles kind of an animal attack, and they're not really sure what's happening here. And they find out there might be something shady going on with his company and stuff, at least with the London branch. And so the only other murders that have occurred this way are in London. So we have Batman in London, and it's more of a mystery kind of thing. It has more of a mystery kind of detective vibe to it than the other ones. We have a little bit of betrayal going on in there. Um, Kind of wondering, is there actually a werewolf thing going on there? And it's a good story. I did like it, though I did not like it as much as the second story, which was Batman Infected, which I think could have been a lot better if they added on maybe another issue or two. Had maybe, I don't know. It was good. It really was good. We have these two soldiers running away from a helicopter in the beginning, and the military, it's a military helicopter, I should say, and they decide to back off once they get too close to the city. And we have Batman going to a drug bust that he's been trying to set up for a while. He's running late because he decided to stop some regular crooks on the way there. He mentions this, and when he gets there, everyone's dead. But it doesn't look like bullets, it looks like the wounds and everything is done by something made out of bone. We later find out that these two soldiers in the beginning have a virus in them, and they're like kind of mutating. They look crazy, and it's a good story in the sense that we get to see what the soldiers are seeing and thinking. And what they see isn't reality. They see a destroyed world. They think, something's happened, a war's broken out, and the, cops are bad guys and all this stuff. And it's kind of a tragic story in the sense of the fact that, they're not out to do evil. They think, they're fighting for their lives. They think they're trying to survive. They think everybody there is like a bad guy and they're trying to kill them. So I think that's what made that story really well. Now Batman does hold a gun in that story. Um and I know a lot of people won't like that, but it's not your Batman v Superman, I'm going to kill people kind of thing. It's more of I don't want to do this kind of thing. So I think it was written okay. It could have been a little bit better, seen as Batman really does not like holding any type of, you know, gun, weapon type thing like that. I was gonna say weapon, but he throws batarangs all the time. So yeah, it was good. It was well written. It could have been better if done longer. I think that story definitely could have used an expansion. Thinking about it, if they had gone with that story for the infection storyline and just broadened it, made it bigger, I think that would have actually been really good. But the infection, I believe it's infection storyline wasn't bad either. Could have been better, but wasn't bad. Um, um, right? Favorite word today? Like last time it was like, now it's Lastly, we have Clayface, where, you know, under Monsters, under Halloween, it actually just feels like a typical kind of monster ish movie. I mean, it gives you that kind of. When I think Clayface like that, I do think this is kind of like your typical Frankenstein, the Mummy type of, like that's where it fits in, classic monster. And I believe he is kind of. I want to say there's something based off him, but I don't even remember. I If there is something, let me know. But you know, right now can't remember. Um, but we basically get a origin for Clayface here. We find out he works for the mob. He owes them money because he doesn't like paying them back. It's not that he can't. He's doing his job, but he can. And they find him and his fiance out, on a boat and having a good time. And he kind of just ditches her, runs away, finds a cave where we find the clay that will turn him into Clayface. And the story really goes on from there. And it's a good origin story. It's not too creepy or anything like that. Not like the second story, Infected, which I think was definitely the more disturbing of the stories, but definitely the better one. Clayface one was done pretty good. It's kind of tragic to see, how his relationship with his girlfriend kind of develops after him having these powers and stuff. But aside from that, I have really nothing else to say. All three of them are definitely worth a read. It's a pretty good trio of stories, so I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. This book, like I said, 3 stories, so definitely something to look into. They are all kind of in that monster genre. Werewolf is definitely, in that monster genre. More of a detective story, but still, um, Clayface. The name of it just makes me think monster genre. And Infected, or was it Infected? I forgot what it was called already. It was Infected. So what was I thinking earlier? Quarantine, right? I think it's Quarantine, the storyline I was thinking of earlier, where Gotham is quarantined and stuff with a virus and going on. I will get to that book eventually. But either way, these few stories, good. Sorry if I confuse anybody by mentioning, oh, that middle story was like the Infected story, because this is the Infected story. No, I was thinking of Quarantine. I think it's Quarantine. I'm pretty sure. The one where it has like Batman leaning all forward, has that Reaper in the background. Good story. We'll get to it. But anyways, that is my review for Batman Monsters. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want. Subscribe for more. And I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.